What characteristic does visible light have among electromagnetic waves? It is light that can be seen by the human eye. What do we call the point at which a solid changes into a liquid? Melting point. At the boundary between which media does the refraction of light occur the most strongly? Between air and water. What is the approximate length, in days, of the Moon's orbital period around Earth? About 29 days. What happens when light travels from water into air? It bends outward. By what method does a humidifier make the air moist? By producing water vapor. Which plant did Mendel use in his experiments? The pea plant. What is the red liquid inside a thermometer? Alcohol with added dye. How is magnetic force related to the strength of the electric current? It is proportional to the current strength. What is the difference between uniform linear motion and uniformly accelerated motion? Whether or not the velocity changes. What is the phenomenon called when a star ends its life and explodes? A supernova explosion. What is the changing appearance of the Moon called? The phases of the Moon. Which environmental problem is related to glaciers melting and sea level rising? Global warming. What do we call the respiration that plants carry out at night? Cellular respiration. What is the approximate tilt angle of Earth's axis of rotation? About 23.5 degrees. What are the three states of matter? Solid, liquid, and gas. Why are the stars in a globular cluster so close to one another? Because gravity acts strongly. Why does a rubber balloon stick to a wall after you rub it on a door? Static electricity. What is the main cause of earthquakes? Plate tectonic movement. Who discovered the rule that in DNA-based sequences of pairs with T and C pairs with G? Chargaff. Which sensor helps a robot maintain balance? Gyro sensor. Which planet in the solar system has the weakest surface gravity? Mercury. Why can fever occur after vaccination? Because an immune response is taking place. Which type of seismic wave cannot travel through Earth's interior? S waves. What is the outermost layer of Earth's atmosphere called? The exosphere. What is the name of the hot and humid air mass that affects summers in our country? The North Pacific air mass. What is the name of the large blood vessel that blood first passes through when it leaves the heart? The aorta. What is the phenomenon called when vinegar and baking soda are mixed and the mixture swells up? Gas generation. Which separation method is used when boiling seawater to obtain salt? Evaporation. When a typhoon forms, the sea surface temperature must be at least how many degrees Celsius? About 27 degrees Celsius. What do you call a material that does not conduct electricity at all? An insulator. What is the phenomenon called when light bounces off a mirror? Reflection. What law describes the relationship between the volume and pressure of a gas at constant temperature? Boyle's law. When a gas changes into a liquid, what energy is released? Thermal energy. What is the mitochondrion commonly called? The powerhouse of the cell. What is the largest planet in the solar system? Jupiter. In an oxidation reaction, what do we call the side that loses electrons? The reducing agent. What is the largest planet in the solar system? Jupiter. When current flows through a coil, what kind of magnet does it behave like? A bar magnet. What is the central region of a typhoon called? The eye of the typhoon. Thanks for watching all the way through. Share your science knowledge in the comments. Your support helps us create even more science quizzes. See you in the next one.